like this, whatever this is getting bigger and I'm losing control. And Mark was like, yeah, you know, a nigga think about cutting off horse heads. I was like, no, that's not that's not my experience. But I was so in tune. Like I used to pray and I had this relationship with God, and I was like, I picked up my Bible, and at that time when I would like was going through things, I would pick up my Bible and I would like, what is it I'm going through, and God would always show me the scripture that was related to my life. And I had the student handbook, and it went to this page that says, I know the Bible doesn't talk about drugs, but God, how does God feel about it? So what it said. I picked up the Bible the next morning. And then it said, I think it was somewhere in Galatians, it said, be aware of pharmakia. And it says the Bible doesn't specifically talk about drugs, but it talks about mind altering drugs. That when you open up your your body to drugs, you're opening up your subconscious to demonic influences. And that's exactly how I was feeling in that moment when I was smoking that weed. Is I felt like I was opening up, like whatever this was that I was smoking, it was this demon was getting bigger and bigger, and I was becoming smaller and smaller, and that thing had more control than I did, and I didn't like the way that felt. And that was a real scripture, and that was a real question that was in that Bible. I totally forgot about that. That was 20 something years ago, 29 years ago, 28 years ago, that I had that happened to me. And I've smoked since then a couple of times, but that's the reason why I was just like, I ain't doing this shit no more, because this is not for me. And so, this is what happens. So like, those are not those people. Those are zombies. Like this demon has taken control of their body and their mind.
So the thing is, that's a lot more common than you think. New York is full of those zombies. They're everywhere. I mean, they're full of the people. I mean, here in Florida, they're everywhere.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the sad part about it, this is what I was talking about. The weed is not, sometimes they cut the weed with fentanyl to get them addicted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
So you have to,
just like you said, Oakland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Philly,
yeah.
those are places that are hit really hard. You go there and you see these tent cities, and
Yes.
it's crazy, and there's nothing happening. Like they don't care. But again, if it was Black people, if this was the 90s, then people would be locked up in jail, in prison. They would have criminalized those people. But because the face of drugs has changed, now the punishment has changed. Now it's a public health crisis, and that's where there's a problem. What you laughing at? What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
Someone was saying, I was looking at what somebody said, that is bringing out what's already in someone.
Yeah, it just enhances what's already in you. It is a spirit. A lot of addiction you see starts with opioids, and that started with pharmaceutical companies. Now it's a mental health crisis. They call them ABC stores, spirit stores. Don't drink as much as I used to, but was definitely a OE baby. What's a Old English? A malt liquor to the liquor store. LICKA. He was at that liquor store. What makes alcohol and drugs affect people differently? Is it a chemical imbalance?
No, it has to do, because alcohol and drugs they're those different receptors. They're not the same. Alcohol is sugar, is alcohol, and drugs is according to what type of drug it is. We have uppers, downers, some hallucinogens, and it's just they don't work at the same areas in the body. So that's why they react differently.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.